Welcome to Chapter 3, the last chapter that I had read before I started making these videos. The first thing of note was I recognized Traherne of Oakvale immediately as being a name that I recognized. It was Traherne from Guild Wars 2. So they are not actually named for each other, but they are both named after the same mythological king figure in Breton history and legend. So it's just kind of going back to what my dad already told me, which was this entire book really drew a lot from King Arthur tales in particular, as opposed to ye old generic fantasy by that time. But at least some of the names and some of the iconography really did come from that. So the other thing I really appreciated was that here at Chapter 3, we have the start of our actual adventure, where they're going out and they're actually accomplishing things. So if I can find it, they're talking about the place, you know, the forest where they're going to go to. I was less amused by some of the talk with the quote-unquote best friends. They had such a fast friendship, remember, and already they're talking about, well, you know, are you going after Robin? Because if you're not, I totally am, and if you don't get to her first, and like, I don't know. It's never really entertained me nearly as much as a lot of this stuff going on, because their friendship came together so fast that this feels petty, that they're fighting over Robin without even talking to her. And so this was rather funny, where she, you know, gleefully finds the fungus that she's going for, and then all of a sudden, the boar. And I have to give a lot of credit here, because I have read some really awful, frustrating fight scenes before, and this was not one of them. I know it's not on this page, but the fight scene that follows with the boar was actually really, really good. So when Traherne was captured by our villain, I was convinced he was dead. But then we get, of course, this scene with the druids, and we find out that nope, still there, still alive, just possessed. And so I think here, what is this, the fight isn't until the next chapter. Well, that's what I get for skipping ahead, as I said, which we won't have happen in the future. And this was the part, oh yeah, this too, where Arion completed his transformation. I was not sure, for sure, 100%, if he turned into part of this pack, or if he turned into a werewolf, you know, good guy, bad guy kind of thing. I didn't suspect that he turned into the entire pack, like literally split apart, but it was, this scene was really kind of standing in stark contrast to me. Like, it felt like a little bit of the horror genre, and I think that was appropriate for the, you know, nastiness that was coming together. But I have to say, you know, but above all, it was a song of death. These two scenes together made it very dramatic, but I don't know. I kind of liked this one ending where it did, and then this one, I don't know. It kind of felt like more drama on top of something that was already satisfactory. Either way, it's still going to be really interesting going into this this bit with the boar and all of this very, very deadly nature coming together between werewolf and pack, and the unicorn and the Leviathan and all of this. So there we go, on to Chapter 4.